We've just seen Disney Infinity 3.0 Star Wars and Inside Out content. I'm with John Vignocchi and John Blackburn. So, JB, maybe I'll start with you. What's the biggest deal, do you think, this year in Disney Infinity?
Right off the bat, bringing Star Wars into it, I think is a huge thing for us and fans alike. But I would just say, in general, qualitative improvement across the board. I think we added a lot of quality in all of the mechanics that we tried to get to this year. Some of the things I'm most proud of is some of the breadth that we're adding. So I would say that there's more types of gameplay in here for more types of gamers than we've ever had. So I gave you 3 answers, but if it was just one, it's Star Wars.
I would say for me it's the lightsaber combat stuff and everything that our teams at both Avalanche and Ninja Theory have done to rewrite the combat engine inside of Infinity. And I don't know if it came through in the presentation, but I think it's really important to point out that all of those upgrades to that system carry across all of the Disney Infinity figures. So when you saw, for example, like Sully air juggling, I think it was an Agrabah guard with the flamingo mallet, and seeing Tinkerbell with a lightsaber, and seeing Rapunzel's frying pan and having her, now Jack Sparrow, who's a character from 1.0, all of his combos and everything changed now because of the system-wide upgrade that we did, bringing new value to those older characters. I think that that's something that that I'm personally very proud of, and I think people will really appreciate.
So this year there seems to be quite a focus on value. You're bringing that price point down. We talked about blind packs and the fact you've got better cross-compatibility. Why is that driver this year?
We feel a responsibility to help grow the Toys to Life segment, and we feel that making sure that we can offer a really, really great game at an accessible price point is critical to growing the market, right? It shouldn't just be high price points for starter packs, no other way to get in except for a starter pack. That's why we're doing the digital version day and date this year, so you have to do another base. I mean, we're trying to do really everything we can to help grow this segment as much as we can, and providing great value for our fans, but also new fans and for parents is something we talk about a bunch.
Part of this is, it's in response to, like, we had the Toy Box pack last year, and this year we just said, look, we're only going to do one configuration, so let's go with a cheaper configuration.
Yeah.
And in terms of the blind packs for discs, this year they're not blind, they're going to be sight seen before purchase.
Initially with the Power Discs, we had put them in blind bags. We thought it was a fun surprise, what did I get? And then we just constantly were getting feedback like, this is frustrating, I would actually spend more money if I could see what I was buying. Can you do this, can you do this, can you do this? And so finally, towards the end of last year, as we're working on 3, we're like, you know what, we're going non-blind. They'll be themed to franchises. Now that creates a little bit of a difficulty that I don't think a lot of people realize, in that we can't actually now put out, like one particular power disc to one particular item. Like, what's a good example? We did what's a good power disc? Like Cinderella's carriage. Since the new configuration now is franchise specific, we would need to do 4 discs for Cinderella in order to kind of get them all inside of that pack. Now we can change it up and do like a vehicles pack and that kind of thing, but that's something I think is a little bit interesting about the way we're going to move forward with this. We announced that there's a disc pack that has Tomorrowland in support of the new film, which is really, really exciting. It's a really great movie as well.
And how about backwards compatibility? Say you jump in now with Infinity 3.0 and you want to go back and play some of the 2.0 or 1.0 play sets. Can you do that without buying those original games?
There is a digital download version of 2 already. 1 we have not, though.
Is that's the full play set, not just the toy box
on 2? Yes, it does support. Well, it doesn't support playsets from 1. So playsets from 1 do not move forward to 2.
Yeah.
So
it's only the 1 playsets that you couldn't.
Yeah,
download.
that would be the ones you would be able to. But actually, that's not a bad idea. Maybe we should think about.
Well, so we have.
Pirates playset's great.
Well, guys,
okay.
love for you to say. Yeah, I think one of the things that we've been looking at is, so we did an experiment last year with Nintendo, where we actually made 1.0 available to download for free. And since the figures themselves, are what instantiates the content, perhaps it would make sense to actually put out that software there for people to download for free. I mean, so that's some of the stuff that we're thinking about. But we don't have any plans at this time.
Great, thank you.